everyone, it's Derek with Back into Woods, and I am going to show you how to set up a modified Springle trap or an improvised Springle trap. It's a newer model of it. So here's where we start right here. Got us a sapling. I've used this a few times before. It's already got the string tied to it for our engine. Here I'm going to be taking and stripping the branches off of it like this, just clearing all of these off so that it'll be faster as we go along. Okay, so here are the basic components for this trap. We showed you the engine earlier. This is stick that's going to go in the ground that's just got one hook in it. This is going to be the trigger stick that's also got a hook in it. We have a toggle switch that's going to be held into this piece in this notch that's here, and this piece is going to be the one that holds the trigger stick in place between these two. So we'll show you how that's set up here in just a moment. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our sapling. I've put a new string on here, the other one was getting kind of frayed. So I just tied that, lashed it around a few times, tied it with a square knot. It pulls tight, it's not going to come off. I've got a couple of knots there that it has to pull over if it's going to try and slide off the ends, so it should be fine. And from there we need to pull the string tight with the bow bent to be able to come down and see where on the ground we're going to need to put in our stake to hold the trigger, which was right about here. So we're going to take and hammer this in place and get it set up, and I will come back and show you that in a minute. Okay, we had some rain this morning, so it's actually pretty soft ground right now. As you can see, I've got it stuck in the ground here. This is the string. It's going to be coming underneath here. We're going to tie a toggle onto this. The toggle piece will go here. That will sit inside of the trigger stick here and lock in place. So let me get the toggle tied on and I'll show you kind of how that part works. Okay, so here's the toggle piece tied on. It's maybe, I don't know, there's the tip, comes down here, it's about a foot down. I tied it, I lashed it around, wrapped it a couple times, and then did half hitch on either side to be able to lock it in place, keep the string coming in a straight line. So now what we're going to do is pull this toggle down, and it's going to go under this piece like this. You can see that. And then there's going to be this bait stick, the trigger, that is going to hold this piece in place. Can't do this and hold the camera at the same time, but you can see those will match together and it'll hold that in place. When this goes down, it will fly up. Okay, so this is the trap set up. You have the sapling is bent over. Let's zoom in down here. We've got here the piece that's holding the toggle. It acts as the fulcrum for this. There's the toggle piece with the string tied around it going up. You have the string that's going to become the noose. You have the bait stick that is being held by this stick that I hammered in the ground. This is just creating tension on this, and then what happens is you will bait this, and a bird or a squirrel or a rat or whatever is coming in will touch this. This piece will be released and fling it up. I'll show you that as soon as I get the snare tied out. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken and tied just an overhand knot in this. I took and measured kind of about how big I needed the noose to be to go around the area here, and so I have some extra. Be careful, it's really set very, very sensitive. So I'll hook that up and show you a little bit more. Okay, so here's the final setup. Got your stick that holds things in place, your trigger stick, your toggle switch, the fulcrum for the toggle switch to be held with the rope, and then the bait stick coming up above it is our snare. Something we'll take and touch here. This will be released and the snare will catch them. Hey everyone, this is Derek from Back into Woods, and we're going to finish the Springle trap. So here we are with the engine, our sapling strip, our toggle, and the snare wire all at the same time. We're going to hook it up down here. So we hook the toggle, goes under. The fulcrum stick here. This is our bait and trigger stick. It's going to get tension from here, and this toggle. That's what holds it in place. Now I will take and set the snare part up. It's just a overhand knot tied on this. This is number 12 bank line. Clear out some of this grass just to be able to keep it off of the trap. We take this and make our snare and put it right over the top of this stick. Now what should happen is an animal will come through here, a bird could come in and land to eat, or a squirrel or a rabbit will come in. When they take and touch this, they'll go like this, and they touch it, and they're caught, just like my fingers in this. Okay, so here we are. This is our Springle snare that's been set off. It was set off yesterday actually, and I didn't have a chance to come out and film. I had set it up before I mowed yesterday. Here's the trap part down here. This is the engine with the string tied to it. There's the toggle switch, and as you can see, as we get to the end, my snare is gone, the snare part, and you can see there that there's some hair caught on it. Don't know what I caught. I was gone for a little while. I had to leave, and when I came back, whatever it was had bit off the knot on the string and got away. So we'll have to try it again later.